Hello, I'm recording this short video for you all to go over the research project, the transportation interview. This interview is due on Tuesday, April the 23rd. I want to be able to give you all ample time to prepare. Therefore, I'm recording this short video to give you some insight on this assignment, as this is something different that you have not done in the other three classes in the supply chain curriculum. The research project interview folder contains your project guidelines, as well as links and resources to write a essay in MLA style, as well as links to the UAHU library and its passwords in case you need to do some background research. I want to kind of back up there for a moment and explain why I'm wanting an MLA style and why it's very important. This paper is going to be a mixture of background information on a company. You are also going to have the insight from the interviewee from the company that you're going to research. Now, please be aware that when you are doing a personal interview, you do have to cite that, especially, and also give credit to that person, because again, the rules of most academic papers is anytime you use background research, excluding institutional knowledge, if you work at that company, you need to give proper credit. So again, if you have been in your comp or history classes, you know that most essays are written in a writing style. And MLA is one that's mostly used for freshman sophomore classes. That's also a very simple citation and works cited style. So again, you will prepare a works cited sheet, excuse me, you will prepare a works cited sheet based on your background research, as well as document your personal interview. Now, let's go in and look at the research project guidelines. I do invite you to print this paper for you and to read it over very carefully before you get started on the assignment. When you go into the weekly folders on the weekly checklist, I do have it divided out to under the preparation activities where certain activities you should do to help you break up this project. And I believe I suggested that you try to get your interview set up by at least April the 2nd or before then. So that way you can have plenty of time to do it and get it ready. But of course, your major thing is to figure out who you're going to interview and what company you're going to spotlight. In the past, I've had students do companies such as Swift Transportation, J.B. Hunt, Blair Logistics. Those are just a few companies out there, and if you know any of those people that work in those companies, you are welcome to contact them if you have a network. Again, I just do invite you to read over this carefully and think about what you're going to do and how you're going to go about it. So follow my directions. I kind of have it lined out for you that will help it make a smooth process. So you're going to ask them 8 questions. If you scroll on down to page 2, you will notice I have 8 interview questions that I have devised that I believe will be very appropriate to ask your interview person. Now, please keep in mind that you can also do 3 to 5 additional questions. I believe your interview, a very good interview, will probably last no more than 35 minutes. 40 may be a little bit generous amount, but if they do have that much time, that would be a wonderful opportunity for you. But again, that is just about all that I have regarding what I want you to do in the interview questions. Let's go back up to page 2. So after you do your background research, and even after you do your interview, you're going to get all your notes together. You're going to write a minimum of 3 pages for the content of your paper. Your 4th page will be works cited. And you're going to make sure that you have a background on the company. You're going to answer those questions, and you're also going to be able to include information about the company's division's role in transportation policy and regulation. I have linked the transportation.gov website from the U.S. Department of Transportation for you, and also Chapter 3 of our text that talks about regulation and policy is a very great resource. So use that as well to help you go from there. Now, again, the paper must be written in essay format. And following the MLA style, I have the link to the OWL at Purdue. It does cover how to cite sources, in-text citations, background research, whether it be periodicals on databases, government websites, as well as personal interviews. Now, if you go to the last page of this document, the last pages 3 and 4, you will see there is a grade rubric in the categories that I do like you all to adhere to as you're constructing your paper. I will also post a sample paper of what I believe is a good transportation interview, just to give you some guidance and to help you know what direction I'm really wanting you to take this project, and I will post it in this folder later today. So if you have any questions, I do plan to most likely in a couple of weeks do a Blackboard Collaborate session, so you can have a Q&A session with me regarding this. And I will not actually be able to record that session because it's just going to be a Q&A and not anything really formal. But if you need to call me, please feel free to do that when you have a chance. You can send me an email. Any questions that you may have. I wish you the best of luck on this project. I hope you enjoy the process. And again, I just wanted to give you just a little bit of insight on this project. So have a great week, and I will be in touch with you all soon.